Professor Chinsembu.
Thank you very much, Director. And thank you to all the professors, vice chancellors, deputy vice chancellors, registrars present. Thank you to all of you for coming. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. We welcome you all to this workshop. It is a great opportunity for me, especially, who was away for 22 years working at the University of Namibia, to be here, to see a lot of old colleagues present here. Some of them are my seniors, like Professor Siachwena and Professor Francis Tembo. Some of them are my classmates, like Florence. Thank you very much, and I'm excited that we could meet after a long time. Some of the people also here are my former students, so thank you very much that you have become the academics that we all wanted you to become. So we are meeting here for our quality assurance workshop. And again, it is an exciting moment to share. We shall be sharing with you some of our quality assurance processes that we use at the Higher Education Authority. As you know, quality is very important for us. But quality is very difficult to achieve. So quality is a very fragile, it's a very fragile phenomenon. But without quality, the contribution of higher education to economic development will be elusive. And that is why we place a high premium on quality assurance in order to make sure that the products of our efforts are useful to the economy. And so following the 8th National Development Plan and also following the amendments to the Higher Education Act in 2021, the Higher Education Authority has become the institution for a one-basket regulatory regime. So we now have a one-basket approach to the regulation of higher education, in the sense that all the quality assurance functions have now come under the mandate and the regulatory oversight of the Higher Education Authority. So this includes the higher education institutions that are still scattered around several ministries and several professional bodies. All these institutions are now under the quality assurance oversight of the Higher Education Authority. As you see and heard during the introductions, we come from different institutions of higher learning. Many of us are from the private higher education institutions, and we are excited that you are here. And the reason we are excited is because many of you know us as policemen or police women, as regulators. You know us for being tough during registration of your institutions, as well as during accreditation of your programs, and also during the various inspections that we undertake in your institutions. So sometimes we are looked upon as an institution that is just interested in policing. But beside policing, we would like to take an active role in capacity building, and that is why we are here. We would like to make sure that you understand the quality assurance processes and criteria and benchmarks that we are interested in, so that we are all on the same page, and so that once we develop capacity in the institutions, then you'll be able to regulate yourselves, and you'll be able to undertake the safe evaluations on your own. And that is important, because once you understand and are able to conduct safe evaluations, then you make our job much easier. So this workshop is important for you to have a hands-on understanding of the various protocols that we use in quality assurance. So the capacity building aspect is as important as the regulatory aspect. The other exciting point that I would like to emphasize is that because we now have a one-basket regulatory regime, that means that the quality of graduates that we produce in both public higher education institutions as well as private higher education institutions should be the same. The quality of graduates should be uniform. We do not want to create a two-tier higher education system that segregates in terms of quality from public higher education institutions and private higher education institutions. We want the quality of graduates to be the same. We want the quality of graduates to be equal, to be uniform. And so it is important that all of us, whether we are from the public higher education institutions or from the private public higher education, we want the graduates that you produce to be of the same quality. And so it is important that we meet here in the same venue to share the same protocols that we use, so that we are able to produce graduates of the same quality. So it is interesting to note the presence of several private universities. It is also very exciting for us and very important for us to note the presence of the many public higher education institutions, such as Kapasa Makasa, Palavana, NIPA, Kwame Nkrumah, UNZA, CBU, Mukuba, and so on. And this is a very good platform that brings all of us together to share notes, touch base, and make sure that we are all collaborating as an important player, as important role players in the provision of higher education. So in terms of regulation and in terms of quality assurance, we are very happy that you could all make time to come and participate in this workshop, so that we can share with you some of the procedures and protocols that we are going to use. Later on, we will also be sharing with you some of the directions, the new directions that the Higher Education Authority is going to undertake. We are going to share with you where we are going to be going in the next year, in the next few years, so that you understand our new vision. This new vision is significant. It is significant because we want to transform. We want to transform higher education. We'll be speaking to that later on. But for now, we welcome you all. As I said earlier, it is exciting to see all of you, and we hope that this workshop will provide us with the necessary tools to help us to retool and change our thinking so that we look at each other, whether we are from public or private, we look at each other as equals. The government would like to encourage private sector participation in the provision of higher education. The government is encouraging private sector participation in the provision of higher education. And this is because the public sector cannot absorb all the students. But with that thinking that the private sector should participate brings the most important aspect, which we always come back to, and that is quality. And so we are always keeping a close eye on the quality of higher education that you are providing. And that is why we are here. So again, thank you very much for coming, and we welcome you all to this workshop, and we declare this workshop officially opened. Thank you very much.